Today is all about confirmation, not prediction. We are checking whether all what we have been discussing this week is holding. Those key levels, are they holding? Is price respecting those key levels? And what are we going to do about it? If you remember, I talked about Bitcoin ranging from 90,000 to 94,000, and possibly I mentioned that we can see Bitcoin go right up to 109,000, 110,000 price point. And I also mentioned that Solana is going to do well, and not to talk of Ethereum, gold, and silver. I've been on point with my analysis when it comes to these assets or these coins because of market structure. I try as hard as possible to ignore the noise in the market, focus only on market structure, learn how to read the market before reacting to the market. And this is what I have been teaching you guys throughout, this series. I want you guys to be on top of your game. I'm so happy. And today we're gonna look at some altcoins too. Ethereum, of the so I think I shared some alt QNT to my community. Yeah, I'm gonna look at QNT. So guys, remind me if say you are watching, if I forgot to check on that. Wow, it's Friday. No, it's Thursday, not Friday. It's Thursday already, and tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow usually is the day we wanna get off from the market, right? But today, let's just get into this, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's dive straight away into today's video. Let's see. Oh boy, look at the fear and greed index. Guys, I've talked about this a couple of times, right? Mentioned to you guys that the fear and greed index is one of the most accurate indicators out there when it comes to Bitcoin. I've been in this space for a long time now, and I know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't mean when you see the market in extreme fear, you just rush and buy. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is this indicator gives signal whether you should start looking for sell or buy opportunity in the market. And when you see extreme fear, it means you should start looking at possible change of structure on the higher time frame, like the weekly and daily time frame. And when you see price at extreme greed, then you should be looking at opportunities to actually start taking off, some of your profit, right, from the market. And this is going to be based on market structure too. So looking at this, you know, we have been like talking about structure for like ever. And I mentioned to you guys that because we are in an uptrend based on this structure, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and maybe this could be another higher low because price hasn't yet gone to take out this high. Right? If price take out this high, then this become the next higher low. But for now, we are in an uptrend. That's what we have established throughout this week that we are in an uptrend. And I even created a video recently, talking about all of this, how I go about, analyzing Bitcoin using market structure. So check out that video. Now, guys, I haven't, you know, gone through all of this and looking at now on the daily time frame. Now we have changed character. The next possible zone that I think price has to go based on the way price move and based on my experience, except otherwise, should be here, guys. This is not a signal, but this is a confirmation that because we have break structure, price is gonna fill all of this and take us to at least $99,500. At least towards that area. And if we see price go to that area, then we can expect price to retrace back a little bit or just continue straight up there before retracing. So I'm looking at this 107,000 to 110,000 to be an important area where price can reject from. And this is going to be a major resistance level because if you look at previous price action on this on the daily time frame, you see that this area has been an important area of interest in the past. You can see price rejects here and this zone price rejected after making this huge move to the downside, like break of structure here, price will test this key area, then take like plunge to the downside. Now, if we have broken, this level, yeah, it means the next level that price should go and target is this high here. That's why I say we can go. Now, looking at um the liquidation heat map, let's see if say there's something we're gonna see here for today. If price is giving us some momentum, if we see have liquidity, like you can see clearly, we can drop down a little bit at 94K, no doubt, or we can drop down at 94 700K, no doubt. But guys, we already left this zone. The fact that liquidity is down here doesn't mean they're gonna just come and get it instantly or immediately. They can wick and grab this liquidity here, but it doesn't mean that they're just gonna go straight away to grab it, because they have been, like, if you look at Bitcoin price action, you're gonna see that those areas where we have those liquidity, price has been gravitating around those area, moving sideways, which is okay, right? And now we break above. We should be targeting liquidity above price. That price hasn't yet gone there for a long time now. That's why my thesis is more to the upside than to the downside. So I'm looking at this like to confirm my move, my $99,000 move. If you look at what I mentioned here, if you look at the chart, you're gonna see that this vector candle, this zone that took us right up to the this area, yeah, right, is around $99,500, right? So if they're gonna take us there, let's say today or tomorrow, it's gonna be a good sweet spot to expect price to retrace back to this level here, hold this key level, and even to an extent, price can go right down towards the POC around $91,000. Then maybe next week, price take us back to this 110,000 or 107,000 price point, right? But it can still go straight away there. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin can do whatever Bitcoin wanna do. I'm just saying this based on, okay, if in case or we had to grab this liquidity here, then how price is going to react. So these are just confirming based on what we have discussed in the past. And if you look at it, you're going to see that there's an order block here and also a fair value gap around this area. So if we are to grab this liquidity, this should be the area where we start looking for the next long, right, around this fair value gap and order block. I'm gonna mark this later in the future, but this I already marked this, so let me take it to the future. So in the future, we're gonna understand like how price is going. Like we're gonna understand what will happen when price gets to that area. Okay. Now, one thing I want us to look at also is price on the 4 hours time frame, because the 4 hours time frame give us more clarity. You can see clearly. We are now around this liquidity area, this liquidity zone. So if we are around this area, then it means they can easily, as I mentioned, they can easily take us. But let me just bring in my one of my indicator here, which helps me with, with liquidity. And this is a free indicator that I created or that I built. It's enhanced liquidity. So let me see where it's gonna print the liquidity on the chart. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, you can see there's liquidity down here. Look at this reddish zone down this area. That's why I think if we're gonna retrace, then this should be the zone that we should get to, this huge reddish area. And if we are to look at the upside, let's see where we have liquidity. Yeah, we have liquidity right up towards this area where I mark this zone, and this is around 100 and from 103,000 dollars right up to about $116,000. All right. And if we look at this on the daily time frame, let's see if, okay, yeah, you can see. If we look at this on the daily time frame, from where we are currently, you can see that we have liquidity around this area that I mentioned. You can see clearly. You can see clearly we have liquidity here, and this zone that I marked. That's why I say, I mean, you don't have to trade with indicators. You can use indicators to confirm what you have already anticipated, right? So bringing this indicator right now is confirming my thesis that, okay, The probability for price to get to this area, yeah, around like around 99,900 or 99,500 price point is high. This should be taken out today or tomorrow, right? Based on this current price action. And if we are to go further, you can see, wow, but guys, look at this zone that I marked. Like, it's not. This is not like it's not coincidence. It's someone who knows what they are doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm proud of myself. Right? You can see this liquidity zone is marked out based on my TA. You can see clearly all of this zone. If price is gonna leave from this zone, it's gonna go straight to this liquidity around 108,000 to $112,000. Guys, if you want this indicator, it's free of charge. Just go to trading view and search for enhance, enhance, um enhance the beton. Let's see. The beton enhance liquidity zone. This is it here. The beton enhanced liquidity zone. If you want to get it, go and get it. Right, it's one of the top indicators out there. It helps you to map out liquidity. I trade liquidity a lot, so this indicator helped me to map out the liquidity zone in the market. So if you want to get it, just go and get it as soon as you can. So I'm gonna take off the indicator right now because I wanna go to a different asset. But before I take, let me just take out this indicator first. Then I'm gonna bring in something here. Let me just bring in you know, moving averages. Let's see how the moving average. Yeah, guys, you can see we have the 200 day moving average here on the daily time frame, so we can easily go and grab it. Right, we can go and grab it. You can see it here. That's why I think this liquidity here is should be confirmed. Let me say towards the end of the UK session or during the US session. You know. Now let's look at another asset here. I have been talking about Ethereum a lot, and most of you didn't pay attention to what I've been saying about Ethereum when it comes to the weekly setup. You can see I already marked all of these zones, yeah. And I told you guys that we are still in an uptrend for Ethereum because of what price did in the past. Let me just take off this so I can get my this also is my indicator. So if you want it, just comment below. I'm gonna tell you how you can get it. Okay, so based on the weekly setup, let me take off this indicator here. Let me have a clean chart. I don't want um okay. So based on market structure, Ethereum is still in an uptrend, right? After making this huge move to the upside, break this level, yeah. The next thing what that price was supposed to do is come back or attempt to retest key levels. And you can see Ethereum is holding a key level back then in 2024, right? This is a key level back then in 2024. Ethereum is holding, you know, and if Ethereum keep holding this level, and you can see here, it has been holding for a long time, rejecting here multiple times, it means they want to go attempt this high here, right? And you can see exactly what price is doing based on the weekly setup. And if you go to the daily setup, you see that, right, this bad boy is bullish, is super bullish, and we are still yet to break and close above this level. That's why today's candle, right, might take us straight away up there, or if possible, we can still reverse a little bit. But I'm looking at this target, yeah, this area, right, to be an important area where they might push price to towards or two, right? And if I bring in the liquidity, let's bring the liquidity stuff. Let's see. Okay, you can see, yeah, clearly we have liquidity. Like every from where we are, there's so much liquidity above price, so much because price didn't just wick downward. Price has been moving like choppy, like choppy price action. That's why we have a lot of liquidity above price. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have more above price. If I, you know, bring it downward, you're gonna see we have more liquidity right up to about $4,375 dollars. Right. So Ethereum looks bullish as well. Ethereum is showing bullish signal. And going to Solana, let's see what this bad boy is doing, guys. Oh boy, Solana. I think Solana can just go straight to $180,000. Yeah, it might happen. It can just go straight there. Because now I'm thinking, okay, if we are breaking this, or if we are changing structure or character from this build up here, then we should go straight up to this level here, this level, right? If we are to go straight to this level here, guys, then we might as well grab this liquidity above price, because there's a vector candle here, and this vector candle signifies huge liquidity. So if we're gonna grab this liquidity here, then I think the next thing the market makers can do is go grab this other liquidity above price. There's another liquidity above price here, around 200 price point. But this should be the target where this move is going towards. Now, if I have to bring in the alpha trend, let me just take off this liquidity heat map. Not the liquidity heat map, I'm bring in the alpha trend. Let's see. Okay, the alpha trend has printed a buy signal, right? You can see clearly it printed a buy signal here, and price is above that area where the buy signal was created. So if we have to look at the target based on the alpha trend strategy, then we have to look at this candle that caused the alpha trend to make that huge move to the downside. Price have to fill all of this candle. So we are looking at around 210. So if this buy signal is gonna stay or gonna stand, if we don't experience any um sell signal here from the alpha trend, then we are gonna go straight to about $210,000 for Solana. Guys, this is not price prediction video. As I mentioned, it's not I'm not trying to predict. These are all probability based on structure. Remember, right? So if we're gonna break structure, and if price is gonna be doing what price should do, then this should be the target. Of course, we should always look at the target, not just by saying it is like this, but we have to back it with data. Why should this be the target? That's what I'm saying to you guys. The target, this could be the target because of this and that and that. I just have to mention, so you don't go and buy Solana, saying, okay, I've given Solana price prediction. No, that's not what I'm trying to convey here, for Solana. Now, going to the big boys in town, the big boys. These are gold and silver. Let's begin with gold. Let me take off this indicator alpha trend, so I can have a clean slate with gold. Okay, now, guys, remember what I said yesterday about gold, that this could be an order block here. And it doesn't matter that we are seeing this vector candle here, right? It was with high volume, but it wasn't able to take out this other block here, right? There's another block here, and the previous candle is not able to take out this other block. So if we keep building price like this here, and not able to take out this other block, then we can see gold price drop down towards this area here, around let's say around the value area high of this move here will be about $4,375, right? So pay attention to gold, you know. But Iran or Trump is gonna do something crazy with any other country like Greenland, then the price of gold is gonna continue to go up from where we are. Right. But if nothing happens, I'm thinking something might happen this weekend. Guys, trust me. We might see an event this weekend that's gonna cause price to either pump and dump, or dump and pump, or just dump, right? Like either ways, we're gonna see how this weekend is gonna play out. That's why whatever profit you're making tomorrow, guys, especially during the UK session, make sure you cash it out. Cash it out. Don't be in the market to experience any dump during the weekend. Now, if you are watching and you have any coin, then comment the coin I'm gonna do analysis on. I've done gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now let me do silver. Then I'm gonna go to some altcoins. Or let's see what silver is doing. Silver actually hit um a new all-time high. Okay, now this is that I didn't like I wasn't able to give any clear price action for silver because price was still like there wasn't anything to say about the fact that silver is changing or is making history, or yeah, making history because it's just going to create the next all-time high. It went right up to 92K, almost 93,000, $93, not $1,000. So if we look at silver on the 4 hours time frame, you see that we have broken this level that I marked. So if we break this level, I'm not going to react to silver by any means now. What I want to see happen with silver is going to be simple. Um, my analysis is going to be based on what price did here, you know. So I'm going to wait for silver to come back here. I think it's going to come back here. From here, I'm going to analyze. I'm going to start analyzing silver. For now, there's nothing I can say about silver now, and I'm not gonna be buying silver now. All right. So, but if I see multiple 4 hours candle reject and stay above this line that I mark, then I'm gonna consider getting into a silver trade. For now, there's nothing serious about silver. If you're watching, guys, comment your coin that you want me to do analysis on, then like the show, help the show reach out to more people, like it. Is I appreciate if you at least like the show. So this is fantastic that silver is doing this, and I'm not gonna do anything with silver as I mentioned. Now let's jump to the altcoin bosses or the altcoin macro aspect. Now I'm talking about um total trade. These are all cryptocurrency excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Guys, I talk about this chart throughout this week. And this is like, I mean, I cannot stop being like, guys, I'm grateful to myself and I'm grateful to the universe that I'm able to acquire this knowledge and be able to share with you guys with my whole heart, with love, with that strong, like, someone who really want to see others succeed. That's how I'm doing this. I want to see people succeed. That's why my analysis is not gonna be making you hype. It's gonna be educating you every now and then. So, looking at the altcoin market, I'm gonna tell you this: we are bullish. And why am I saying so? I'm saying so because if we look at what Bitcoin has done, we look at what gold has done, and we look at what price did back then, right? And because of the fact that we were in a downtrend, forming higher and lower heights and lower lows, you can see. Now we are attempting to break or change character. So this rejection down here, if you backdate this in the past, you're gonna see that this is in confluence to a previous key levels that price left before price went to. I'm talking about dominance. If I mention price is just dominance. So this is the key level. I'm gonna actually mark it from here. Or let me just take it from here because I think I take it from here. I'm gonna get from this zone here to this it's tricky a little bit. Let me see. Okay, from here. Let's mark it from there. Yeah, from here to this level. Guys, it's tricky. You have to get it right. Right. Not like right, but you have to get it in a way that you see a proper structure. Now, this is exactly what we discussed with the price of Bitcoin. Okay? Looking at this, you see, this was the POC, the value area high and the value area low. Right? You can see dominance left from this area and went right up to this zone. And like this dump here, was normal. Like we saw the entire. This was October 10th. The entire altcoin market was in blood, even Bitcoin, but this is normal, But now, what I want us to see is where we are in the future. Look at where price is currently. Price is around this zone or this fair value gap. Let me call it that way. Price is around this fair value gap zone. Yeah. If you take this to the future, see that this zone is a fair value gap and is in conflict with the POC, um, um, looking at current price action. That's why, because of structure, I think altcoins are going to pump. We have been seeing some altcoins pumping anyways, but not every altcoins have pumped. So your job now is to look for those altcoins that haven't yet done anything. And some of the altcoins that we're gonna discuss here today are Ethereum. We're gonna look at Asta, and let's see CSP Alcaspa. Which other one? Let's just go to um the total cap, excluding the top 10 before it's the same thing you can see. This is more of the meme coins and other stuff, but the same structural based stuff. You can see price left this whole area, yeah. And if I have to bring in the volume profile to actually like mark this zone from where we are towards this zone where it took us to create that high, you see that price is around this POC level. That's why you see rejecting. And if we break above this POC level, then we're gonna see your altcoins fly like crazy. Right. But for now, I think altcoins are still bullish, like super bullish. Let's look at QNT. I think QNT is actually giving us some flavor. QNT. Let's look at QNT based on market structure. So I want you I want you guys now to learn how to spot on key levels on key QNT, or how to trade QNT using market structure. Now, for us to actually understand what price is doing now, we have to understand what price did before in the past and why price is where it is based on previous price action. Right? So if we zoom out, you're going to see that in the past, if you like, if you like, you can mark all of these zones here and take it to the past. Like for example, this from this zone here to this other area here. Then just take it to the past, and you understand where we are and why we are where we are. So go to the past, you see this this has been an important zone in the past. An important demand and supply zone for QNT in the past. Look at this zone. Now, based on this, on the daily time frame, we are bullish, right? Because price is respecting structure. Price is rejecting this was a, like, if you zoom out based on like what I just showed you, like, let's just go to the weekly setup so you see what I'm trying to say. So based on the weekly setup, you can see this was the low, or I can argue that, or we can argue that this low here, you can see price is, like, ever since price dump right down to $49 dollars, you can see we have been forming a low, low, and low. So each time price get this area, yeah, we should expect the next pump to the upside. Right. That's why I think from where we are currently, we can experience a massive pump of QNT at least to 108,000, not 8,000, $108. Right. And this is going to be an important zone here. I already marked this zone. So if, say, we are going to get this liquidity here, or if price is going to do something like that, then this is the zone we need to see QNT price break and stay above. So if it stays above here, then we can easily go to $200 or even higher prices for QNT. Guys, this is really fantastic, and I love, love, love that I'm able to share this with you, because if you like, you are looking for something to buy, right? Currency, I would say currency is in a good spot. If you look at, based on what we have discussed on the weekly setup, daily setup is going to confirm to you more. You can see rejection, 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 and now price should at least target this area here, right? So if we're gonna leave, if that's gonna be the case, then we're gonna see price go straight away to the upside. Now, if I have to bring in, let's say, a liquidity enhance, indicator, yeah, you can see it just confirm, and it take us right up to $113, right? So you can see we have lot more liquidity above price. That's why price is gravitating towards the upside, And if say I have to bring in the alpha trend here, let's see what we got here. Yeah, you can see price is now trying to stay above the alpha trend, and if price stays above the alpha trend, then this should be an important area that if say we break, then this could take us straight away to this area. So you can still wait for price to break or get to this area here before you get in, and if say I bring in um my moving averages. Let's see. Okay, based on this, you can see price hit this moving average, came back, held this level, and now this next movement. Yeah, we have seen how many candles after that. One, two, three candles now on the daily time frame. So this should take us straight away towards this level. Yeah, because we have seen most altcoins break and close above the alpha, above the 50-day EMA. No, but QNT is still behind waiting. I don't know for who, right? And if we look at Audi, we see that the same game is playing here with Audi, but Audi is actually looking even more bullish because look at this break here above the 50-day moving average, which had like not only the 50-day moving average and also the 200-day moving average and no the 100-day moving average, and you can see price is holding um this key level here after breaking or after moving to that level. So you can see clearly if I mark this zone for you, you can see that price actually is attempting to go and make the next, let me say the next high based on this. That's why I already mark the target here. Target should be around um $7, you know, yeah, around $7 or $8, yeah, this liquidity here. So this should be the target, or they just this high here around $8 something. That's why I think we are gonna go there. Yeah, we're gonna go there somehow. But we still have stumbling block along the way. Yeah. We still have the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, you know, and yeah. So that's gonna be something tricky, right? But Audi is doing well today, and I anticipate price to grab all of this liquidity. Yeah. Now let's get to the mock baby. The mock coin baby is doing. This is my baby, guys. I love mock coin a lot. And looking at mock coin price action, oh boy, this bad boy is about to fly. Mock coin is about to fly. Oh boy. I want to explain to you guys why I think more coins are about to fly. Of course, this is not a prediction. Trust me. I'm not yet giving you any signal. I'm just saying this based on market structure, and I'm gonna I'm gonna back up this with TA. Now, let's look at where more coin started dumping, right? And what do you see? Price has been forming higher highs, sorry, higher lows and high and lower lows, higher lows 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 and lower lows, and boom! Look at what is happening here. Price just took out this previous, which is bullish. That is structural change, change of structure. Okay, and what do you see here also? Price was below the 50-day moving average throughout this period on a daily time frame. And now that we flip the this moving average, what do you see again? Price is rejecting not to stay below this 50-day moving average on the daily time frame. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. So what do you think is going to happen when price is rejecting this downside after price left the downside? It's continue to go to the upside, except something different will happen that will change what I'm seeing here. But for now, if we even go back then and and mark this with structure, confirm this with structure, you can see this was this low here. Take it to the future. It's not confirm why we are holding that zone. Guys, this is not magic. It's TA. It's data. It's data. Like you look at, you make decisions based on what price has been doing, and you only read the price action before you react. Don't react before you read price action. So if you can backdate these guys, you can take it to the past, more to the past. You're gonna see that this zone is an important zone. That's why price is holding, right? You can see it clearly. So guys, I'm gonna be getting some mock baby from this zone, right? Because of this price point. Let me see what mock has done today. Let me just drop down to the 4 hours time frame and see what is going on here. Okay, so we can still drop down a little bit, right, for mock coin, but I think um we have already established the zone where we should expect to buy, and because we have been rejecting the zone on the 4 hours time frame, then I don't think price is going to break. Well, let me not say I don't think, because anything can happen. Let me just see if I can bring in the alpha trend here to give me some perspective. Let me see. Oh, my back is paining, guys. Oh, abandon grace. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mm, my back is paining, guys. Yeah, let me lean like this. So, um, if we lose this zone, right, we mark where we might be going to. If we lose that zone, if we lose that zone, then we are going to, yeah, we are going towards this area. I'm gonna confirm this more with um. Let me bring in the alpha trend here to confirm this. So based on the alpha trend, yeah, yeah. So if we're gonna lose this zone, then this was the candle that actually caused us to move to the upside. So this should be the target, yeah, this area, yeah, based on the alpha trend strategy, right? Yeah. So if we're gonna lose this zone, this should be the area where you start looking for that buy opportunity after experiencing multiple rejection on the 4 hours time frame. So if more coin is gonna dump like this, let's say come to this area, you don't just buy, you wait. If price reject, yeah, if you see like four, like different 4 hours candle, like four different 4 hours candle reject, or even 3 hours candle 4 times reject, yeah, or 4 times or 3 times, then you know that they want to hold this level, right? And they might weak out like this, then come back up there. If they hold, then it means they want to maintain this level based on structure to take price back to start making the next high. So this is what can happen, right? So this is the downside of the upside that I just mentioned. So if we're gonna lose this zone here, we're gonna come straight down here, right? I just want you to be ready before we get to that. Okay. I don't do prediction about downgrades. I've told you many times. I don't want to tell you if more coin at 0006 is possible. Just note that anything is possible in cryptocurrency. We don't trade. We don't invest based on that. Like what you're doing is how people lose money in cryptocurrency. Right? When you start saying, "Can this coin reach to this that level?" and then when you buy it and you're like saying to yourself, "Okay, no, it's dumping, but the better mentioned that you can go to this level and you keep holding it and losing money." No, what I want you to understand is what I'm teaching you. So you focus on what I'm teaching you, and you will know on what to do. So let's see the 0.006 level. What is there? Let's see 006. I think I already told you mentioned this to you. Yeah, the 006 level is an important level. Yeah, it's possible because look, we have this um like based on TA, we have this 200-day moving average, yeah, and we have this vector candle, yeah, and also like there's so many confluence, yeah, that is possible for us to get there. So you can see this was the candle. This candle actually caused price to dump, right? So if we're gonna be leaving this zone, then the next possible area we're gonna be going towards now that the alpha trend has created a buy signal on the daily time frame, is gonna be around this area where the alpha trend created the sell signal here. And you can see we have lots of liquidity here. So you wait for price to analyze, you wait for price to play out based on what price is going to be doing when price get towards that area. For now, we are not there. The next possible zone that we are looking at, based on, if we're going to leave this zone, if more coin is going to pump from where we are currently, then more coin will go straight to 0.4 0.494, right? Or let me just say zero point 0.4 from where we are, right? And if say Mokon is like bullish and hold this zone based on previous price action, you can see yeah, Mokon held this zone. If we see Mokon holding this zone, rejecting to go below after making its way up there, then this zone should be the next target. That's how we look at the market. You don't just buy and and say okay, price is gonna go to 0.006, or if it's possible, no, you have to back up with data. And with data, yeah, it's possible for it to get to that level. And if you get to that level, then it's an important level to sell as well, right? To take out profit, because this level here, like even if price is gonna just, let's say, okay, let me just say for example, if more coin is just gonna go straight up there, right? If price is gonna do something like this, go straight up there, right? Now it wouldn't be that significant because, well, let me like okay, I'm trying to say something else. If Mokon is gonna go straight up there, we should expect some sort of pullback around this area, right? Or even if Mokon just goes straight up there, at least there should be some pullback around this area. Okay. And that's when you can start looking for that buying more, to take price back to the upside. And buying more will depend on what price is going to be doing when price gets back to these key areas that price break when price was below. I'm not that guy to just give you to say that price is not go here or do that. I also want you to understand what you should do if price is not able to go there, and where you expect price to go if price fails. Like for example, where we are currently, if we are not able to hold this zone, then the next zone gonna drop right down to is gonna be around this 0.2 price point. So you have to understand and look at the risk appetite so that when you are losing key areas, you already know that okay, if I'm a trader, I'm cutting my losses. If I'm an investor, I'm buying more at these key levels. You have to think of that, like to think of this, like think of this way, or think of that this way. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Anyways, you understand the idea what I'm trying to convey. Yeah, I've stayed more on mock coin. Let's get to the Bread coin, baby. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin is playing the same game, right? After this huge move to the upside, retracement and holding this key level here. So Bitcoin is actually gonna like it doing the same thing as more coin. Like this coin, they actually move alongside, like they move the same way. You can see, like you mentioned about the mock coin, the key levels with mock coin. Look at the same with Bitcoin. Look, the same thing. Look at this level, this liquidity here. The structure, same structure. That's why I think this weekend we might experience some massive movement with these coins. Okay, but again, we have to see. Okay, you can see here, if this 4 hours candle, like this is a good example. If this 4 hours candle, which has recovered this vector candle, if it holds, right? If it holds and it's not able to break, stay above below the alpha trend, then what do you think will happen? Price will pump. Why? Because this candle here, you see, this whole candle, this full candle, actually caused the alpha trend to print a buy signal. Okay, and if you are a trader based on a daily time frame, you can just target this high here. And from where we are currently to that high, let's see how many percent? 42%. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying just buy right now, but if the next like if this Let me look at this more on the 4 hours time frame. Let's see. Yeah. So if this 4 hours candle, you know, close around this level, let me just mark the level. I myself, I'm just telling myself also what I'm gonna be doing. All right. So this is the zone that Bitcoin should respect, right? So if I see like now 1, 2, 3, if I see this 4 hours candle close like this, like if it close this way, then what I want to be looking at forward is something like an engulfing candle that would take price, or a vector candle on lower time frame that would take price to break and stay above this level, yeah, on the 4 hours time frame. There are levels in levels. So I can drop now down to the 1 hour time frame to see, okay, this is the level rejecting. If I see any break, yeah, right, I know there's gonna be minor pullback there around somewhere, yeah. Boom, I'm buying and take it to the upside. Guys, that's how you play out. That's how you look at analysis from daily, weekly. Then you now go to lower time frame and just trade it like they trade this stuff, and get out some cool profit from it. Okay, one last thing I want to look at here is USDT dominance. It's very important um in the way I trade or invest in the market. Now, this could be another block forming here for USD dominance. It could be another block forming here. So if this is another block forming here, then it might take us downwards or upwards. But again, you see here the alpha trend already created a buy signal, right? Yeah. And this, sorry, a sell signal. And this sell signal could also be another block. So the range here, based on the daily time frame, is gonna be this zone. If we are going to break above this zone, like if price is gonna go upward, I'm talking about dominance. If the movement is gonna be upward, then you want to be careful with your altcoins. But if the movement is gonna be downward, which I think is downward, why? Look at the structure here is broken, and price is rejecting structure, staying below this other block here. And if this is gonna be the case, then this should be the target here around this zone. That's why I think altcoins are gonna do so well. I mean, I'm waiting for this move to play out. You know, you don't like you don't have to wait until the move is play out before you go and buy your coin. You can look at your coin that you love, the way I analyze, or the way I teach you on how to go about analyzing those coins. You can apply it, and if your coins is giving you that signal based on what we are seeing here, then you can start getting in gradually before anything else, right? And very soon the market will open. Let's just go to um one of my top platform, the CoinAnk. I want to see liquidity. Where are we currently? Right? So based on this, you can see lots of liquidity above price on the 1 hour time frame. We have 12 million worth of Bitcoin orders here. We have 6.89 million in there. Let's see here, 1.86 million. So if I have to mark this zone here, let me just mark all of this liquidity. Let me just measure from where we are here, right up there. No, not this one. Let me delete this. Actually, I want to measure this from here, from this zone here. Take it up there. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh boy. It should be this one then. Yeah, this one. So let's see what we got there. Um, you see, we have more acts. I see 63 million worth of orders above price in on Binance, and we also have on Binance Perpetua is 124 million, on OKX 11.1 million, on Coinbase 14 million. Wow. So there are lots of Oracle. If you multiply all of these, that's what we have above price. You know, just this if we see price go up right up to this level around 100K, then this is the liquidity that these are the orders, the sell orders that is going to be filled. So the people are selling Bitcoin. That's the reason why you see Bitcoin price dumping, because sorry, if Bitcoin price is going to be pumping, it's going to be because people are selling Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin price is dumping, it's going to be because people are buying more Bitcoin. That's how the market move. Okay, the market moves towards where there's liquidity. In the past, I was thinking that when prices of asset are going up, it means there are more buyers in the market than sellers. No, when prices of asset are going on, it means because of more demand, many people are selling their Bitcoin or selling their asset, and they are selling it to those who want to buy it. Right, so they have placed orders above price for those who want to buy it. Right, so they are selling it, dumping it, and when they sell it, it means that those who want to buy it are going to buy it when they dump it back again to them. Right, they're going to be buying it and like buying it from somebody. So that's the whole thesis about upward price action and downward price action. When price is dumping, someone is buying a lot, and when it's pumping, someone is selling a lot. You know, before I didn't know that, but now I know much better about price action. Okay, if we look below price, right, the same way we just analyze this. If I mark um this currently to see the large orders below price from here to this level here, let's see how much we got there. Yeah, it's not much as that above. That's why I'm thinking we might be going more to the upside than to the downside. Now, let me bring in um let me see. Let me bring in the footprints. Let me see where there are imbalances in the market based on the footprint. Guys, if you know how to read the footprints, oh, you're gonna be one of the best traders in the space, right? Or the best trader in the space. So looking at footprints, footprint just gives you depth of the market to see what the market is doing. Let me refresh this a little bit. It's not responding to what I wanna give you guys. The market will open in 1 minute. I'm gonna trade this, but I want to see where we are currently with the footprint. Okay, the market will open. Um, yeah, let's see large orders. Footprint. So what I want to do right now is go to, okay. You can see we have imbalances here. You can see this zone here is an imbalance. Above there is an imbalance, so they can wick up and then wick down. All right, we can go right down to 95,000. Then before we go back up to, my phone is ringing. Guys, I have to answer this call, please. Hello. Hey, are they live? Are we? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, It was my wife. My wife is calling me. I'm gonna go pick up my wife soon. So I'm gonna wrap up the show quickly to go get my baby girl from work. So now you can see the market. Okay, the market is open. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's see what price is doing here because we have imbalances with price currently imbalance here and below price. Let's see. Okay, they can take us to 97,000. They can wick to $97,000, right? Take out this imbalance here, then dump price to the downside, or take us straight away to this imbalance here around 97,000, then continue to the upside. But this is what they can do, right? And if you look at the on the daily time frame, guys, this is a little bit tricky. It's so sensitive. I mean, you know, let's do this. Yeah, we have imbalances even right down here. We have orders down here, 16 million. We have an order, a spot order here, 698K, almost 1 million. But what I'm looking at more are these orders here, 1.7 million, and this also this zone here. And you can see we have order here, 10 million. This order was placed 6 hours ago. Guys, I just think price is gonna go more to the upside. Then maybe from tomorrow, we can start looking for that exit from altcoins. So looking at this now, let's see. This is so sensitive, guys. So sensitive. I want to look at the footprints. Yeah, you can see how price is attempting this area. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's that for today's video. We have covered a lot already today. Yeah. See you guys the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.